Thank you, Chris. A deadline for the Flint City Council to lock in the city's operating budget.
Members must approve the city's budget by next Monday to stay in compliance with the Flint City Charter.
TV5's Zano Mayer joins us with why it's so critical to pass this budget before the deadline.
The meeting is set to start in about a half hour. The budget outlines city spending for the next year, and time is ticking to get it passed.
How much money did the city give towards the rodeo for last year and the rodeo for this year?
I don't know that off the top of my head, but I can find out tonight.
Okay, I need the answer to that question, Mr. Moore.
I suspect that we will not have a budget.
Okay.
And that they will come up with any kind of excuse not to pass it.
Flint City Council members discussing the city's proposed $68 million budget for the next fiscal year during Tuesday's meeting. A vote expected to take place tonight.
No one will have that information, a lot of the information that's being requested from them off the top of their head. No one has quote-unquote rodeo figure on top of their head.
Does the council member understand that a lot of these questions were asked? The rodeo was emailed twice. No answer was given. So it's not off the top of their head.
The budget must be passed by the first Monday in June. However, the council has failed to do so the past 2 years, breaking city charter. And Flint Mayor Sheldon Neely has previously said could force a government shutdown.
I think we need to issue layoff notices as soon as possible, because I do not think this budget will pass.
Were those layoff notices sent last year, to your knowledge?
No.
And the year before that?
And city staff are reportedly not happy with the way council is operating. Chief Strategy Officer for the city of Flint, Seamus Bannon, writing a firm, open letter.
It's part of our job to be there to provide information, to, when called up, to answer questions. No issues with any of that. It's the hours and hours that it takes to get to that point and the personal sacrifices involved in not being with family, etc. at home.
Bannon says the frustration isn't with members voting yes or no, but with the chaotic council chambers.
The uncertainty if we'll ever get to those items, right? Because quorum, even just last night, the letter was written before we got to council meeting, quorum was broken. We didn't get to do the business of voting on what was approved.
When I asked about his thoughts on getting the budget passed before the deadline,
I don't know. Simple as that, I don't know. We'll go there, we'll be there as we're supposed to be there and be ready to answer the questions, and let's see what happens.
Only time will tell with the budget on the table tonight.
I think throughout this budget there's been some spendings of funds that as a council we have not approved.
A special meeting to take care of unfinished city business has already been called for City Council tomorrow. That's set to start at 5:30, as is the meeting tonight. We'll be heading into council chambers and have an update for you coming up at 6. Reporting live in Flint, Zano Mayer, back to you.